Hey guys, what's up? This is Evan from Stock Music Musician. And little while ago, I showed the wonderful people at the new music library TuneStock. We're going to be offering free song reviews. This video includes like a ton, literally a ton of useful advice, detailed feedback on really actionable tips for how you can improve your music. I do want to take a moment to introduce these people at TuneStock. But before I do that, I want to let you know that you should be sure to watch this full video because not only are there useful tips for every single song that they review, but at the end, we're going to have a wrap up with our 5 biggest takeaways. So, what makes TuneStock unique amongst all these other music libraries that are out there?
We really want to offer a competitive payment structure. So we offer 50% gross of all the back end to composers, and a lot of
And can you explain what you mean by gross?
Yeah. So if it costs $49 to purchase a license for a piece of music at TuneStock, then the composer gets 50% of the $49. There will never be any reduction from that. If TuneStock offers a sale, you still get the 50% of the $49. Wow. And then with that, of course, the composers are entitled to 50% of all the royalties. If we accept a piece of music from a composer, then they just will need to send us the main mix and then their raw stems, and then we kind of take care of everything from there. So we'll take care of the metadata, we'll take care of the mastering, make things as streamlined as possible for the composers, and just so they don't have to worry about so much of that kind of more tedious work.
I think for us, it's been that composer focus is one thing, because we've noted some music libraries, it's easy to get lost as a creator who's submitting works, and we really want to be selective and want to create a great experience for the composers and really curate the best music, usable music. Not just let's just get songs, let's just get a bunch of hip hop songs. Really be thoughtful about placement and usability.
Finishing up kind of in beta right now, building up your library. Is there any sort of music in particular that you're looking for?
Right now, we really need kind of everything.
Okay.
Again, it just has to, be in line with our submission guidelines. But if you specialize in a certain genre, then we'll probably need it.
Are you guys accepting applications currently?
Yeah, we are. We're pretty busy right now with getting everything going, and we do get a lot of submissions. So it might take several weeks to get back, but we'll try our best to get back as soon as possible. And we are accepting submissions.
Awesome. And they should just use that link below.
Yep.
I have a background in music. I have a music degree. Spent a year in Nashville singing at what once was Opryland. My real career these days, the last 17 years, is online marketing. So I run an SEO agency. And so that's really my role in TuneStock.
I'm a composer, producer. I've been composing professionally for about 5 years now. With music libraries, I've got music placed on all the major networks. At TuneStock, I'm in charge of all the music. I'm working with our composers, reviewing submissions.
So, as a new library, how are you guys? Why should people give you their music? If you are starting out from nowhere, how are you going to get it in the hands of, buyers?
So, yeah, I think one of the things that beyond the father-son connection here that makes us unique is the connection of the combination of our skills. Christian's been very deep into the world of library music as a composer, and I've been doing SEO and Google Ads and online marketing for 17 years. And a lot of how we're deciding what genres do we need is based on search volume. Sales is a big deal because we don't want anyone to come into the library, give all these exclusive tracks, and then be like, I haven't had a sale for 6 months. What's going on?
Now would be a good time to listen to those reviews. Let's take a look.
All right, guys, welcome to the review section of this video. I'm going to be going through your submissions and reviewing them based on the criteria that I would use when reviewing submissions for our library. And these are based on my experience as a composer for several years and the feedback that I've gotten and my experience with other libraries. I'd like to first point you to our page here, toonstock.com/become-a-composer. And this goes through our submission requirements and all the specificity you might need. So I'd invite you to take a look at that if you'd like all the details that we provide for that. I did boil these down into just some main points here, and I'm going to keep this sticky note up here as we go through to judge the tracks based on. So let's just go through these real quick. First thing I'm looking for is production and mix quality. You can usually tell this in the first couple seconds if it's there. This is the instrument choice, arrangement, the mixing, of course. So you want to make sure that you're at a professional level there. Next thing is just the emotion that the track conveys. Is it clear? The music that we're writing for sync licensing, for stock music, it's meant to support media, so of course the emotion needs to be really clear, and that will help your tracks be more competitive. Structure is really important for stock music. Pretty much always we're looking for 2 to 3 minute tracks with really clearly defined and delineated sections. If a section repeats, like a chorus, for example, you want to have variety between the sections. You don't want things to just be copied and pasted. A lot of times you want pauses and breaks between the sections, just to delineate them even clearer. And then in stock music, we always want a clear stinger at the end. And what that just means is a final note, usually the root note, with maybe a crash or a hit of some sort. Not always, but you always want the ending note there as opposed to like a fade out or another way to end it. So we'll see some examples of that. And then just looking for commercial viability, genre. Is this something that sounds like it could be used in media? If it sounds maybe too niche, then might pass on it. And then just we can't use any commercial samples, so we can't sample Jackson 5 in our stock music for copyright reasons. And then we want to stay away from loops from like Splice or other providers like that. Even if technically that is legal, based on the copyright, it introduces issues with content ID between library tracks, and libraries just want their tracks to sound unique, usually, and they don't want, their track to be using the same splice melody loop that another track from another library is using. Just introduces issues, so we want to stay away from that. Okay, with that established, let's start listening, get into it. Yeah, so right away, the mix is sounding fine. Obviously, we're going for a minimal kind of background piano vibe. The emotion is kind of peaceful. I think it's there. Yeah, definitely this type of music is used in stock music all the time. So let's just keep listening here. But so far, so good. Big thing I'm going to be listening to at this point is variety between the sections, and if the different sections are clear. Nice. So this person is introducing a couple new elements in each section, which is great. And the reason we want to do that, have that variety, is so that the video editors who are getting the music to fit with their piece of content just have a variety of options they can use. If they prefer this section, they can bring that in. If they prefer that section, they can bring that in. And so really we just want to be providing the editor who will be using the music as much options as possible when editing to their usually videos. So we don't want to repeat a section because then it's kind of pointless. I think there was a little distortion on the master right there. Yeah, a little bit. Just watch that. Okay, yeah, nice work. Maybe one note I would have is on your stinger at the end. Maybe make that a little more clear. Maybe have a little pause into it. You know, da da da, boom. Yeah, just make that a little clearer, I think. Overall, good. I think it's viable as stock music for sure. Looks like this has been released on Pond5, so of course you can't send music for inclusion in a new library that's already been released, of course. But just feedback wise, yeah, I'd say it's viable. Really minimal, of course, but that can work. Yeah, good work. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, drums are sounding a little thin to me, first of all, mix-wise. The organ seems really loud. Maybe that's intentional, but... And then we're 23 seconds in, and it seems like we're still kind of building. So it looks like the track is also almost 6 minutes. So, I mean, that makes sense based on that. But for stock music, obviously, this would need to be shortened significantly. But let's keep listening. Okay, yeah, mix is pretty hard to listen to. A lot of high frequency. Organ is kind of chopping my head off a little, but... Okay, yeah, I would say maybe by now I would have wanted to have some clearer, different sections, maybe some pauses, just something to give it some more dynamics. Feeling really just kind of steady and not changing super much, not changing that much. Okay, yeah, let's just see how it ends. Okay. Yeah, so if this was going to be stock music, I'd make that a little clear too. Dun, 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 bow, and kind of hit the end there. And the reason for this stinger, if I haven't mentioned, is also for the video editors, so they can take that that ending note, stick it wherever they need to be able to end the track. So yeah, it sounds like maybe this wasn't really intended to be stock music necessarily.
yeah, potentially cool song, not really sounding viable for stock music in my opinion. Just kind of based on some of those things that we mentioned. So let's go on. Nice, and we're into it. So one thing, we want pretty short intros usually with stock music. We don't want a long, drawn-out intro. This is pretty good getting into it. I wouldn't go longer than this on an intro. Shorter can be good, even. But the main thing is you just want to hook the listener in as soon as possible, because usually people are going to be listening to your song next to a lot of other library tracks. You want to be able to get their attention quick. Yeah, so notice how we're 30 whatever seconds in, and we've already had like a couple different sections that sound unique. That's really good. Yeah, great example of keeping it fresh. Like, I'm not getting bored at any point because you're switching it up pretty often. That's great. Nice. So I'm pretty sure these sections are coming back from before, but I'm pretty sure if I hear it right, there's some differences in the guitar melody. Subtle, but they're there to keep this fresh, so that's great. It looks like this track is too long. Looks like it's 4 minutes. I have a hunch that, looking at how maybe these sections look on the waveform, I'm wondering if maybe we can end it in here. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this is this a bridge? Yeah. Okay, cool. So this bridge actually I feel like kind of distracts from the vibe of the whole thing, kind of goes in a different direction that we wouldn't really want for stock music. And then this mostly just repeats the chorus, I think. So yeah, I would end it on your hit here. Yeah. Bow. End it. Totally viable if you do that change. You got all the hitting all the points here, so good work. All right, next one. This looks like it's 19 seconds, so just an idea probably, but. Okay, nice. Yeah, extend it. Yeah, make a full track out of that. You said it's labeled funky jingle, so maybe it was intended to just be a short thing. I will say that pretty much always in with libraries, they if anybody needs like a short version, the library will provide a short version of a longer track. So I wouldn't try to submit any little short things to libraries. I would submit full tracks, and then they will either have you provide or will edit themselves a short version of that for, you know, little TV ads or short things like that. But yeah, cool. Funk is a great genre for this. Funk is in all sorts of commercials and stuff. So yeah, just yeah, maybe extend that. All right, next up. Nice. Sounded really good. Mix, arrangement, instrument choice is all really great on this one so far. Vibe is vibing. Feeling good so far. One thing I might do is that yeah vocal might try to get that in the mix a little more. It's kind of pronounced, and maybe I'd put a phone filter on that and kind of bury it a little more, because it's a cool element, but it's kind of like distracting as it is right now. This is really great. If I was going to be nitpicky, maybe one suggestion would be to actually make the piano less busy, and kind of save those moments for some spots where you do want some variety, and not have the piano just be, you know, going the whole time. Maybe some more chords and then a little something. Not a big deal though. I mean, I really like this track. Cool, yeah. And then, yeah, maybe, let's see, let me listen to the end again. Yeah, maybe that kind of, that cymbal that kind of washes in, maybe have that a little earlier to go with that da-da, and make the da-da your stinger. Da-da, you know? I mean, this is super viable. Kind of lo-fi chill hip hop is always viable. used in a lot of content. So yeah, great track. Good work. Okay, next up, oh yeah, I just wanted to check the length on this one. That's great. Length on this one looks a little long, a lot long. But let's see. Let's check it out. Okay, so first impression, it sounds a little demo-y. The instruments to me sound kind of fake, really MIDI sounding to my ear. Let's keep going. Okay, yeah. I think a thing on this one is I'm starting to get a little bored. It's been almost 40 seconds. I don't really know what the statement of the music is. I can't quite tell if we've had any clear sections or if this has all been like an intro yet. Yeah. Yeah, this feels really like meandering. Like I feel like this track doesn't really have a clear statement. Yeah, so yeah, it seems like things have been pretty repetitive until this point. So those would be my notes there. Yeah, I would just need music that was a little clearer and yeah. Structure, especially. Not really hearing that. So all right, let's check out the next one. Cool. So yeah, if this was going to be viable for stock music, of course, the intro would probably need to be a bit shorter. Action Man, muscle bound. When it maybe this song, wasn't intended for a library. When it comes to like vocal songs in libraries, it kind of depends on the library for what they're looking for. Overall, a lot of this stuff is going to be the same though. Ready, the fantastic future. Action Man. Action Man. I've outgrown ya. Yeah, so maybe something new to differentiate this section other than just the lyrics would be great. It was nice to have known ya. Will they put you in the ground? However I wrap you, it's life everlasting where you're bound. Even the pharaohs would be proud. Yeah, so a really cool song, obviously professionally made. I don't know if this would be a viable like genre for a lot of content. I'm sure there are some uses for it, but I don't know if I would accept something like this. I don't know. Probably not. I mean, the main thing is that this really just sounds like more like a song that you would listen to than necessarily like stock music for media. And that comes down to just kind of these things, how it's structured, and just some of the musical choices. It does sometimes become subjective and hard to clearly define, but yeah, those are my thoughts so far. Let's skip around a little bit. Yeah, just kind of a consistent groove, which is cool, but let's see how it ends. Oh. Nice, yeah. So, the ending, let's see. Cool. So you've got your crash on the downbeat. If I was gonna do this, I would make the crash on your upbeat hit there. Dun, 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 and have that be the really pronounced stinger there. Yeah, cool. All right, we got a Apple Music link here. I don't have Apple Music, so I don't know if there's a way for me to listen to this full thing with me not having Apple Music, but we'll listen to the preview. If you're submitting to libraries, definitely don't send anything that's been like released on streaming services through distribution and stuff, because it just wouldn't be able to be accepted in most cases.
Translating echoes with a silver on and on, on and on and on. And everything she does, she turns despair.
Something about the vocals sounds weird to me, like in the S's you can hear it. It sounds like there's some like I don't like some digital weirdness. I don't know. It sounds like the whole thing was like slowed down or something.
Into a honeymoon.
Probably not that, but it just something sounds a little weird to me.
Divesting weakness with a violent swoon, resisting challenge, and she will stay nameless.
Okay, everything's staying really the same, so not really getting the structure, the different sections. Yeah, mix is something sounding off, and I don't really know what type of music or what type of media this could be used for. So, yeah, could be a cool song, to listen to, but maybe not something that would support media really easily. All right. So again, for the most part, anything that's already released, like especially with a label, wouldn't be able to really be accepted into a library. But let's just see how this song goes. Intros maybe a little long.
It's all about the future, it's all about you, it's all about the moments. What can we do? So power to the people, power to you. We are majority, we are the cruisers. An eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. Why? Cause violence we don't incite. We need to incite the good vibes. Forgive and survive. An eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. What your mama said, what your mama said, what your mama said. An eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. What your mama said, what your mama said. Forget about the violence and put away the knives. Blatantly, you and me, related down the line, long time like the family tree.
Cool, yeah, cool, great song. Yeah, it would depend on a specific library if they would want a song like this with the vocals and stuff. It kind of depends, but yeah, production quality is good, vibe is good. You've got some, different sections, so that's feeling good.
Support down the night, bro, I'm starting to bleed. It's stop me in my lungs and I struggle to breathe. It's far so common ground where
Okay, yeah. If this was going to be stock music, probably shorten it all a little bit, kind of make some of these sections a little shorter, maybe.
Majority, we are the ghosts in the night for a night, use the whole world blind. Why? Cause violence we don't incite, we need to incite the good vibes.
Yeah, maybe I'd end it there. Okay. Yeah, so then I would do a stinger at the end there. It's a bump, 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 bump. And really have a nice hit there at the end to end it off. But yeah. Okay, next up.
I got a secret I need to admit. I want your attention again and again. We're closer than ever.
Something about the mix sounds weird to me. It's like a lot of high frequency, sounds like squished. I don't know how to say it.
But you never see me at all.
Yeah, there's not a lot of meat to the sounds here. It's like too many mids got taken out or something.
I feel electric when you're in the room.
Cool bass.
You don't need to ask me if I'm in the mood. You left me for years, still it rings in my ears, and I know you'll never be gone. We'll spend another night together. I can't get you out of my mind. Tonight I know where I wanna go to make me feel alive.
Yeah, I don't know. The mix is I can't put my finger on like what that could be, but it just sounds
I thought
it almost sounds like there's phasing on like everything. I don't know.
I'd find something better than you.
Got a little synth coming in to make this section feel different. That's great.
Others, they've got it and I wanted to call it a dream, but the grass wasn't greener at all. No, not at all. You're always on my mind. I can't just hold
Structure of this is good. The song form we're using here is good.
this feeling inside. You know you're always on my mind. We'll spend another night
I don't really love your like snare sound. It's like kind of weak to me.
together. I can't get you out of my mind. That I didn't want to let you out of my mind tonight.
Okay, yeah, and then you just need some sort of stinger at the end there. Yeah, shorten it a little bit, and then yeah, it kind of depend on the library if something like this could be accepted. But yeah, structure wise, you're there. I don't know, check out the mix stuff that I was saying. But yeah. Okay, so let's see. How many have we done? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was the 10th one. So from here on out, I'm gonna go a little quicker. I'm gonna listen to some more that we got, but I'm gonna go a little more rapid, and which will kind of show how I'm going through these realistically when we're getting submissions for the library, because you can usually tell pretty quick. Kind of skip around, tell if it's hitting this stuff. So let's go. All right, here's the next one. Okay, intro's too long, probably. Okay, track is too long. Can't do a fade out. And obviously it's released on Spotify, so we wouldn't be able to accept this. I mean, cool, nice, chill beat, but we need some more interest, some more variety for sure. All right.
We will see a solution when the sea don't shine. We will see a solution when the sea.
Okay, I don't really love the drum sounds. Stuff is sounding a little demo-y. And I think the genre probably wouldn't be super viable for most media usage. So I would probably pass on this one. Okay.
I want your guilt.
Okay, immediately production mix quality isn't there. Sounds super demo-y. Drums sound weak. Vocals are too loud, and
I want your shame. I want what you don't even know you hide.
yeah, and then yeah, just quality of the production, I think. All right. Drums and the piano sound demo-y, too fake.
Taking on an indefinite leave to try to remember what it's like to dream, cause real life is failing inevitably. Now every day just feels so mechanical, been longing for a new Thoreau type sabbatical. Wish.
Okay, yeah. So I'd probably pass on this one. The vocals, the flow is feeling kind of unnatural. The rhymes are feeling kind of forced in there, rapping wise. And then just, yeah, again, sounding kind of demo-y. All right.
It's another full moon and she's missing him. Her dreams and her singer all of the rain. Another full moon like it was before, and so many more like the last. All of the rain.
Okay, yeah, sounds like could be a really lovely song. I'm not really hearing kind of stock music here. Okay. This track looks a little long. Okay, here's an interesting point. So this is looks like a pretty heavy song. Topic wise, stuff like this really isn't going to get used because for stock music we're trying to do background music, we're trying to support a piece of media. Yeah, probably not really viable there. And if you're going to do lyrics content wise, unfortunately, stock music probably isn't really the place for social commentary. So, not that type of music is not needed and wonderful, and that and great for society, etc. But just in the business of stock music, unfortunately, that's not what we're doing. So,
I play my cube under the stairwell.
yeah, I don't think this is going to be viable. Okay, we got a 5-minute long track. All right, some esoteric electronica, which, could be sick, but not really going to be used for stock music. Okay. Mix is sounding really muddy. Okay, I do recognize that's a commercial sample there, so wouldn't be able to use that one. Okay. So this is a good point. If you're a beat maker, and you're submitting to a music library, definitely leave off your beat tag. Can't have the beat tag on.
Hey, Michael Che.
Yo, I wanna be on your show.
Hey, Michael Che.
I wanna be on your show.
I heard you got a show, it's on HBO. I'm pulling out the guns, trying to give me a role.
Okay, so this looks like it's an audition of some sort. So obviously not commercially viable for stock music. The beat,
all your leading spots probably spoken for, but I can play the parts everybody knows, like a cop or a cop or
the beat is solid. Yeah, I don't really know how to judge the rapping, just since the context here is just not obviously, something like an audition can't be put in a piece of media. But
if you put me on the lights, we'll be lit. I'll be taking what I get, ain't giving no fucks. I'll be sweeping up, making runs to stop bugs.
Okay. Yeah. Let's move on. So you can almost tell by looking at this one that we've probably got clearly defined sections. I mean, you can see them here. Instruments sound a little fake, but it's mixed, pretty well. So this is, I think this is probably viable. Yeah, just notice how there's really clearly defined sections. That's really good for stock music. Yeah, really, really stock music-y for sure. Oh, yeah, I just want to boom to end it off. Rude note, stinger. Other than that, yeah, definitely viable. I mean, you can tell how this is you wouldn't listen to this as you're driving around, but it's viable as stock music. Production, if the production quality of this was higher, it could get into more competitive libraries. Probably this is viable in lower end stock music libraries. But yeah, just good example of structure being there for sure. Okay.
MTK στο μικρόφωνο και Χρήστος Γεωργίος στην ηλεκτρική κιθάρα. Ράνε έντικα με τα νέα, κανονισμός μαριονέτες, κινητά υπολογιστές, παπούτσια και ζακέτες.
I wish those drums hit a little harder, but
αμάξες πιταρώνες, να και δεν με φουσιάζουν οι κατά. Τα λόγια μου δεν μάσα, σχεδόν κανένα μπλόγκο. Είδα άντες, ασπάλιος τύπος παλεύεις, σαν βράχος πάτα να στεγγεί. Μου πια καλό περνά, πια και αγαπημένη. Μόνος μου πια καλό περνά, ενώ συνήθως εξυπνάκηδες ξέρεις.
Okay, yeah. So, I wish I knew what language this was. I'm ignorant, unfortunately, but I don't know what the commercial viability of this could be. Maybe in your country, this could work for some stuff. I think we're running into the same thing as a lot of just it doesn't really sound like it's structured to be stock music. So.
A simple problem
All right, mix and production quality is kind of sounding amateurish, so I'd probably pass based on that, but not sounding like there's clearly delineated sections either, though the length is there. How does it end? Good ending. That's a stinger right there. So, yep. All right.
Air feels like October skies. Fumbling, lost all track of space and time. And I know how.
Okay, I think your vocals are in the wrong key, or your chords are in the wrong key, however we want to look at it. Let's see if I can figure this out. Was that right?
Air feels like
Is that the melody? What are the chords? The bass there is definitely not in line with whatever that chord was.
Air feels like October skies.
I don't know, something's hokey there. I think those are the chords, so that conflicts. That conflicts. Yeah. That conflicts. Yeah, I think it's in like the wrong key. I think it's supposed to be like, I think the chords are supposed to be like a step down. And maybe a little different, I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, yeah, look at that. Okay. Whoa. About that. I'm a saxophone player, so I'm a little biased against fake saxophone, but that one sounds real. What the? Okay, anyway, too long, of course. It doesn't really sound structured for stock music, so I would pass on that.
My eyes watch for you before dawn.
All right, sound choice is a little dated. Synths are sounding dated. There's a fine line between dated and retro, and it's tricky sometimes.
You before the dawn, I would call with my eyes watch for you on your word all day. My eyes watch for you before me love. Oh, before.
Yeah, I don't really know genre-wise kind of what this is going for, so I'd probably pass on that. There's some weirdness on that guitar there. It sounds like it's... Sounds like it's in the wrong key. That thing sounds like it's like a electric pop from like unplugging your guitar that has reverb on it. Too long, of course. Yeah, not really loving the sound selection, and the guitar sounds like it's in the wrong key. Okay, sorry again, Apple Music. I can't listen to the whole thing. Okay, immediately sounding pretty professional. Production is good.
Please don't be mistaken. I got the wave on me, shouting, boy, the drip will leave a river. It's cold outside, yeah, the ice look like steel.
Yeah, flow and rhymes are feeling good.
Stars out tonight. I'm the diamond in the sky, blowing clouds on the moon. I got craters in my eyes. Your mama, she DTF for a Birkin in the Benz. Boy, you know she come with luggage. Better slide with her friends. Tell the homies to pull up, popping bottles till it ends. We the life for the party. We the one who set the trend. Popping bottles in the club. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All eyes on me. All the ladies show me.
Nice. Yeah, this is probably viable. Already released, so you'd have to make something new probably for a library, but one thing too, if you're submitting to libraries, you do have to have like the rights to the full song. So if you used a producer and you're the vocalist, or vice versa, if there's vocals on it and you're the producer, just have to make sure that you have all the rights to the song if you're gonna sign it over to a library. But yeah, good song. Okay. Okay, so I need to get right into it, so already I'd probably pass on this one. Yeah, one thing, we also don't really want fade-ins in stock music. Okay, yeah, this sounds really demo-y, could be a cool song. I would have to pass on it. Okay, too long, of course. The snare is really loud. Alright, sounding dated, so I'd probably pass on that. Okay, guys. Thank you. That's it. I think the big takeaway for me is the structure thing, because we've got some cool songs here, but I don't really know if they're structured for stock music. So again, just length, the sections is huge. You just really want to have very clear sections to where if somebody's skipping around, like you saw me do, it's like, oh, this is a different section. Oh, that's a different section. Oh, here it is. And hopefully maybe watching me bounce around a little bit and go pretty quick shows you a little bit of what you're dealing with when you need to catch people's attention and be able to show that all this is there. So yeah, with that, I will turn it back to Evan. Thank you so much.
All right, well, there you have it. That was some really cool music, some really interesting music, and some insanely helpful, specific tips from Christian. I really want to thank TuneStock for sponsoring this. Let's kind of wrap it up with some like big level actionable tips you can give people to help make their music better.
Yeah. So I think thinking about the submissions, I think the biggest thing is thinking about just what separates production music, stock music from other music you might listen to, maybe when you're driving around or whatever. And a huge thing of that is structure. I think really clear sections, having them all be a little different, because really we want to think about providing video editors who may license your music as many options as possible to edit their video. And this also includes maybe pauses and breaks between sections, things like that. The other big thing I think is just really you want to nail in your just production quality in general, because I think you can tell from the video that that's something that the people who will listen to your music can tell pretty immediately if it's there or not. And then it becomes a question of, okay, is the structure there? Is this a genre that we can work with? stuff like that. So I hope that's helpful.
Super helpful.
I think just making sure that you're thinking about popular genres and media. I mean, this music is going into video. It's potentially going into TV spots and other places. And what is happening right now, even being forward thinking, like what are the trends that we're seeing in media? And because we're just really going to be focused on usability, because we can't sell. I mean, there could be great tracks, but if they're just not really matched up with, they can't live in some media application somewhere, we're just not going to sell them. And so just really thinking about those genres and the ones that are typically you're going to see used in all kinds of different video and media. So
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If I may, I would suggest if you're a composer to maybe turn off your ad blocker, watch some ads that come up on YouTube videos. If you watch TV, and all this content, like pay attention to what music is being used and how it's used. And that I think will help a ton with this.
Yeah, totally.
That was brilliant. Thank you both so much. I wish you a ton of luck with this. Hopefully we can check in later on and see how things are going. If you're a composer and you've watched this whole video and you feel like your music is the type that Christian would have liked, please use the link below to submit your music to Toonstock. And if you're the type of composer that thinks, oh, maybe I have a few things to work on, be sure to keep watching this channel, because I'm going to keep teaching you how to make better music and hopefully give you some broader tips on how to license it. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you later. Bye.